Hello, everybody. This is a common strategy that I use for trading Bitcoin and Ethereum. It is the Ichimoku cloud strategy integrated with Market Cipher on the 1 hour time frame. To get the indicator, you just go to the f of x looking thing, go to indicators and strategies, and you can just type in Ichimoku, and it should be the first one that comes up. The candle that I'm using is the Heiken Ashi, and you just go right where the standard Japanese candles are, and you select Heiken Ashi candles for this one. Also, another thing to modify the Ichimoku, what I like to do is I usually keep the standard settings where they are, but I turn off the lagging span since we don't really need the lagging span in this strategy. Anyways, one of the first things you want to look for is where the price is in accordance to the cloud. The cloud is the tan/red blurred looking thing that you see on my chart right here. Another thing you want to be seeing is the red line and the blue line, the conversion line. You want to see them on top of each other when you're looking for a short. So to continue on, the next thing you want to see is when price is making a red candle and it is breaking the blue conversion line. You also want to be looking for a red dot on Market Cipher B. And when that happens, you can enter your position on the breakthrough of that candle or the conversion line, the blue line. And you can put your stop loss right above the swing high, in this case, when we're shorting. And you can risk a 1-to-1 ratio or a 1-to-2, but I've learned that the 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio seems to work the best when doing this. And recently today we had a price that did go through the conversion line when it was on top of the cloud and the red line. Anyways, that's a shorting strategy. Let's look for a long strategy. And I see one right here. With this one, you can long it on the breakout of it, put your stop loss right below the last wick. I know 3% stop loss is kind of large in my instance, but you can risk 1-to-1, and that would have been a winning trade. Another thing is that in this case, the blue line and the red line in price was below the cloud, and you want to see the red line above the blue conversion line when longing this. Another specific thing of when you're not really sure when to enter is I'm going to draw a vertical line on right where that candle was, along with the green dot in Market Cipher B. And I will switch to I'm going to split my screen in half here. And then we're going to go back to chart I was using, wherever it is. Yeah, right here. And then I'm going to go to the 6-minute time frame and select Heiken Ashi. And we're going to look for when I entered on that candle, which is way back here. Give me a second, guys. So here's our candle, right? Then next thing you want to look for on the 6-minute time frame would be either a money flow crossover from negative to positive, or a green dot simply printing on Market Cipher B. And we would have entered exactly right about here, to give or take, and we would have rode this thing up a little bit more. I mean, you can enter your trades when the green dot on the 1 hour time frame is printing, but um, I don't really highly suggest it because you might not get a good entry price. Whereas you wait for a little bit and you enter on the 6 minute, it may give you a good price. So going back to this one, our short right here, I'll show you when to enter a short based on the 6 minute time frame. I'm gonna scroll back here. So we would have entered right about here, right when the money flow was turning into the negative, and we would have wrote that down a little bit more. I mean, in this case, if you would have entered right when the red dot was printing, I think you would have done fine. But this one is more like a safer bet on when to get into the trade, and it's kind of easier to decide on my case. Some more examples to look out for would be, I'll give you some more shorting examples. Right here, we have the blue line above the cloud. You got price above the cloud, and you also have the blue line right above the red line. And this would have been a good short too. Would have entered that, put my stop loss right above the last wick, and I would have aimed for a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and that would have been a nice winning trade. Here's another one. We got a red dot, and price is breaking through the blue line. It's above the red line, and it's also above the cloud. And so I would have entered right there, put my stop loss right above the wick right there, and then I would have aimed a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I mean, that one probably wouldn't have made it, but it was a pretty close to a risk to reward ratio of 1, so I would have been probably a winning trade. Something to look out for is you can sometimes enter not specifically when the green dot is printing. You can also wait for the green dot to print and then enter your trade. Basically, what you want to look for is if price is below the cloud and price is breaking through that blue conversion line, and the blue conversion line is below the red line and the cloud. And so an instance could be this one right here. You could have longed, probably wouldn't have longed up until like right here, but put your stop loss up there, 1-to-1 ratio. That would have been a winning trade. It's really just based on what really market Cipher is doing for your secondary confirmation. If you see like the momentum is coming up and you see the RSIs are kind of sticking together in a way, that's when you know it'll be like a safer bet to enter the trade. Anyways, if you guys like the video, please hit the like button below and subscribe. I will leave a free link in the Discord or in the description for a Discord server that I post all my trades on, along with Market Cipher, the bottom indicator that I'm using on my chart right here. Link to that in the description as well. Also, I recommend that you guys go out and back test these and see if they work for you. Along with that, have a good one. Thanks. Bye.